Okay, so we just had our argument before this.
And now our dog is trying to hump at the same time. So a lot of things going on in this video.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, anyways, great Canada Day to begin with. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, everyone.
Hope everyone's staying safe.
Oh, he looks so sad.
Yes, he does.
He looks so sad.
Hope everyone's staying safe and continue to social distance while we are staying home to celebrate Canada Day. I know, you probably heard that like 1,000 times already. I'm like, me too.
So we want to know,
anyways, if
any of you are going to see fireworks. Or...
I don't even think there's they changed it now. It's a virtual firework. So they changed it this year that there will be virtual fireworks. So how many of you guys are actually going to be watching that?
How do you have virtual fireworks?
That's what I read online. It's virtual fireworks now.
Like, it's an animation?
Yeah, we're going to watch it tonight and we're going to see how it goes. And yes, my hair is messy because I just washed it and it's still drying. I like to let my hair air dry. Yeah,
she always hates blow dryer.
Yeah.
Which I never understood. Don't most women like hair dryers?
Shut up.
But look, isn't he so cute?
He's like falling asleep on camera. Look, he's like falling asleep.
He's so derpy.
I'm just gonna sleep. This is a comfortable spot. Right, cutie? He's like literally like a senior, but he still looks like and acts like a baby.
He acts like he's 2 years old, but he's actually gonna be 7 in what?
Yeah,
a few
months in September. So his name is Bubbles. He's like, what? So I call me. I'm going back to bed. So tell us below what you guys are doing and how you guys are celebrating your Canada Day, because we're gonna be trying to find a lot of indoor activities, obviously, like sleeping,
watching a movie,
and sleeping,
cooking something,
and sleeping.
I don't know why I should keep saying sleeping, because I'm not gonna be sleeping. Well, maybe a little bit.
I'm gonna be like living like a pet. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep.
You forgot the pooping.
Oh yeah, eat, sleep, poop.
Eat, sleep, poop.
Well, but then I'm a human. I don't poop like 10 million times.
This guy does.
He's a poop machine.
This guy does. He poops twice a day.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes more. I don't know why.
And I'm like, how?
Like,
you know why?
How many times does a dog normally poop? Like, this guy poops like at least 2 times. But he makes like he eats like a bit of like kibble and like wet food, right?
Okay, when we had him on the kibble, he pooped like so many times.
Yeah,
but now
because they're more vegetable, right? And then
now that we have him on more like of the wet food,
surprisingly, he's actually pooping less.
He poops a lot less.
So
I took him for like almost an hour, and he didn't poo this morning.
He's like struggling. Okay, fine, you can go.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
You want to go?
Bye.
You want to go?
Okay,
you want to go? Okay. He's like looking back like, what now?
Anyways, so yeah, basically like he actually has less poop. He actually has less poop when he's on the wet food. And actually, like, we read online that like the wet food actually helps make his skin like smell less like a dog, I guess. So we've been like trying to like transition him and trying to like let him eat more wet food. Plus he has more health, like he gets more protein in, there's more health benefits. He gets more like oil on his skin, so maybe that's the reason why his skin doesn't smell as bad. And
it worked really, really fast. Like,
yeah, I think that he doesn't smell as bad now. But it is like, it does cost a little bit more. So then the way I do it is like I give him 1 can per day, and I would split it into 2 meals. I'll cut it in half, and then I'll give it to him during the morning, and then give him the rest at night. So,
and he seems okay with it. Like,
yeah, and he's happier. Like, he's a happier dog. He's like enjoying his food more. He's more full
for our food.
Yeah.
Usually when we eat, he's always like begging us for food. Now when we eat, he like doesn't care.
Yeah. So it's really good like to give. I would suggest that you should give your food like, or incorporate like some wet food into your dog's diet if you're not doing that already. And also talking about dogs and poop. Look what happened. Oh my god. No, you need to like zoom in more.
No, you see that? You see this? Yeah, I got this.
No.
Oh, even closer? Is it going to focus though?
No. We don't want your face in there.
Okay. So basically,
Okay.
We tried to be
more green
by using compostable bags,
yeah.
but
it's really expensive. You buy like a box of it for like what I think there's only like 120 or like less than I don't actually remember the count, but there's actually not that many compared to like regular poop bags, but it's compostable. So you're paying like $10 for like not that many poop bags compared to like regular poop bags.
And they're like, they smell bad too. Like,
yeah, they're very thin.
They're made out of vegetable or something.
Yeah, the one from Walmart.
And like when you pick up the poo, you can just smell the poo come through it.
It's just really bad.
Gross.
Whereas like a regular bag is like thicker, and then when you tie it up, it's just. I mean, you can still smell it, but it's not as like
when we're walking and
it's like you
even
literally
like the
smell
slightest like jiggle of the poo, you can smell it.
Yeah, like the smell like creeps out the bag more easily than like a regular poop bag. And yeah, so then we were trying to like think of ways to like save money. So then we were like, okay, let's like use like a large like regular compostable bag, and then we'll cut it and then like into 4 because it's like a large one, so you cut it into 4.
And then we use like a barbecue lighter to
then just seal the edge. So one
of
us is like holding it, and then we're like, well, that's me. And I'm like freaking out, like please don't freaking burn my fingers off. And then while he's like burning the edges, and then yeah,
and it worked really well. Like it worked really good
until the one time he was trying to let me sleep in, and I was trying to figure out how to like burn and seal this compostable bag by himself.
I was like, it'll be fine. I'll do it myself. I got a bag. I cut it up, and then I have like
a wooden stool.
It's like a wooden stool. Yeah. It's kind of like bar stool style. And so I hung it off the edge, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work perfectly. And I started like lighting it across, right? But because it's hanging down like this and the flame is like going like that, it burnt like way too much, and it started catching on fire, and I freaked out. Which, if you ever have a fire, don't freak out.
Yeah, don't freak out. Don't like just splash water on it.
Everyone in my family called me an idiot, which
because you are.
Is fair. I mean,
in this situation,
I was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Because one, my kitchen island is basically flame proof, so I could have done it on my kitchen island. Second,
he has tiles.
I have tiles on the floor.
So if it was to burn, it's pretty
it would have been fine. But I freaked out because I was like, oh my god, stool, wood, fire. And I was like, gotta get it off the stool. So I grabbed the bag.
And also, one more thing to add in. He was right beside the sink.
I was right beside the sink. Like, even worse. So I was like, oh my god, it's catching on fire. I freaked out. I grabbed the bag off the stool.
Oh my god, I'm like sweating in your room.
And
anyways.
I didn't want the bag to like continue catching on fire, to touch my hand, so I shook the fire off. And when I did that, pieces of like I wouldn't say it's plastic because it's compostable, but
the bag
piece of the bag like flew off and landed on my hand, and it started burning into my skin. So I was like, oh god! And then I like brushed my hand off to try to like get it off, and I ran to the sink at the same time. So when I brushed it off, some of it like came off, but because it started cooling like really quickly, it like attached to my like skin.
Yeah.
And then I dunked it under cold water.
So like basically melted and stuck to your his skin.
So it melted.
And then he was trying to like basically like rip it off. Like brush it off.
And then I brushed it off.
But obviously it's like stuck, it's like glue, right? It's like glued onto your skin, so it wouldn't
So
like,
when
come
I
off.
brushed it off, it basically peeled off like my skin at the same time. So you can see there.
Yeah, it was actually a lot worse.
It was a lot worse.
We will attach a picture, but yeah, be warned that it is kind of.
It was
Wait,
it was
did
a lot.
Even take a picture? No.
No, actually.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
No, I didn't take a picture. And this is like what? How many days has it been?
Plus, you wouldn't want to see it anyway. So.
I think this happened on Saturday.
I don't know, but it's been a few days, and he's been like putting on like polysporin, so then it's helping.
With polysporin and this like giant bandage.
Yeah, that keeps coming off. We were going grocery, and he was like, "Babe, look, it's like flapping."
So
like this giant bandage flapping.
Okay, so usually I'll have it on for like I'll put it on at night, and then I'll work with it. I'll work with the Band-Aid on. By the end of the day, it starts to get like really flappy and doesn't like.
And then
stick
he just
to my
like,
skin
he's
anymore.
just like,
I keep like patting it on.
Oh my god, just like because we buy like a box of it, and there's only 6 large ones, which is like
they're huge. It like covered my entire hand.
Yeah, but they're like expensive. It was like
how much was it?
I think it was like $4 for
$4?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only bought one box, obviously, because thinking that he would heal like really fast with the polysporin. And we also bought gauze, but gauze doesn't really like, you know.
The gauze is more of a hassle. So we bought the rolled gauze because I was like, I don't have a first aid kit, so we might as well just try to, you know, buy some stuff so we can have it for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they sell the cut ones. Should have bought those because they're so much more convenient. But we bought the roll, and then I was dumb again. I didn't buy the small roll because I was like, small roll. I want the more bang for my buck. I didn't realize the large roll means the large like size of gauze. Like it's this, you know, where the small would have been like that, right? So when we're taking it off, I'm like, oh my god, this thing is so like long, or.
Oh
why?
yeah, sorry. Like we're
Why?
sitting by the window and using like natural light, so it's kind of like the sun is like.
It is not lighting effects.
Yeah.
It's pure glow from the sun.
My skin does not glow. My skin is very dull actually after washing. Anyways, go back to your story.
So yeah, basically it's been like a few days. The one large hole is taking a long time to heal. But yeah, so what do you guys do for your dog? Do you buy that attachment that goes on their tail and like it comes right into the bag, or do you just use poop bags from the dollar store, or do you make your own poop bags like us? We want to know. Because
like you don't want to like throw your poop into the garbage, and plus they do like garbage every other day, so that means
other week.
Whoops, we do and they
That's a
like
lot for every other day. I wish they came every other day.
I meant every other week. So then like by the time like it's like week 2, it's like your whole garbage. Every time you looked at it, it just smells like.
Oh my god! When we
it
were
just smells horrible.
Even when we're throwing the poop in the compost bag into the compost bin, every time we lift it up, it's like, oh, it's death.
That's because you're already throwing so much crap in there.
Okay, so he poos like 2 times a day, right? Imagine over 3 days.
Yeah,
there's already 6 bags of poop in there. So. And they're compostable bags. So, okay.
Yeah, like the smell just like leaks. It just like goes through the bag.
To be fair though, the bag that we're doing the DIY with is the Glad scented bag. So like it blocks it a little bit. But if you were to buy like the non-scented compostable bags, it's
worse. Horrible.
It's absolutely horrible.
So we recommend the scented one because it helps a little bit, but it's still compostable and it's still very thin. So
and she's not on board with it. But I was thinking of getting one of those plastic sealers because I think it'd be really convenient.
Yeah, instead of like having to hold it and like it's gonna be like very like dangerous.
And then like every time you flame it, then uses up your lighter, right? Yeah. So it's also not. So we're trying to be economical, yes, but then we're also using fuel to do it. So
it's like
maybe not the.
But then you have to pay more. The whole point is to save money, and then
no, but see, it's a one-time investment.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so because it's like my Soda Stream. I buy it one time. I have carbonated water for the rest of my life.
Not quite. You have to
go. As long as they keep making.
You have to keep like exchanging the freaking like can.
Okay, if I really wanted like carbonated water for the rest of my life, I'd have to get that
can thing.
No, the
paintball thing.
No. There's you can install one, like a carbonated line or something. I don't know how much that is. But anyways, back to dogs.
So like tell us below what are your tips and tricks to save money for your pets? Because having a pet is expensive.
It is expensive.
And in August I'm gonna have to take him to the vet because like to get his teeth clean, and it's like gonna be, I think it was quoted like over $700 just to get his teeth clean.
So tell us, how many times do you brush your dog's teeth? What food do they eat? And do you have a problem with their smell? Those are my questions. I don't know if you have any other questions, but those are my questions.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
And the subscribe button.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And this is only part 1, so we will be continuing part 2 later, and we'll show you guys what else we are doing today other than just sitting here and just talk.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Okay?
Hey, it's quality time, It's like today's all about family and quality time and your friends.
you sure Canada Day is about family time? I thought Canada Day was about Canada.
So this is a compostable bag. So it's actually double this size, but we already cut it in half, and then we're gonna cut it in 1/4. Oh, he's struggling. Just saying.
Oh, it's not straight. Oh well.
Yeah, so basically what we do is just we seal the edges of it, and then we leave one opening, obviously, to pick up the
One time
poop.
we had 2 openings, which was not ideal.
Yeah, and then I'm just like folding in the bag so that my hand wouldn't touch the poop. Yeah, so this is what we do. And then we just like burn and seal the edge. After we film it, we just seal the edges like this. Okay, it's not completely dry, and then ta-da, it's a bag. Okay guys, so we're showing you how we do the poop bag as we're preparing more. What are you doing?
I'm checking which side is sealed and which end isn't.
So basically this is a flame-proof table, and you're doing this at your own risk. So don't do this at home if you don't have a flame-proof like area.
And please, no
Just
children.
be careful.
Don't do, if you are a child, please get adult supervision.
Please, yes. But because we have a flame-proof table, this is how we do it. We just quickly like burn the bag. And then we just let it like sit there and to dry, like this one. And once it's dried, then you can basically use it. Unless he didn't seal it properly. So yeah, it's pretty good. So either we do it this way, or we either will be getting those plastic bag sealer from Amazon. So yeah.